Hey, Elazar.
How are you? How are you?
Oh, just came back from the Mandelbaum Vort.
Oh, wonderful. How was it? Nice, huh? Wonderful. Was it his house?
Deluxe. It was a deluxe Vort.
A Simcha's house, was it?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
You got to see his house.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I got the wrong one here. I got the wrong Kedushin here.
All right, Haftas.
Haftas 29. Marshcha b'mana, something that belongs to Hegdish, and a private individual takes it, and Hegdish was initial price was $100. Below you speak lifdoso, and it was actually something he was going to actually physically pay for it. He hadn't paid for it yet. Ad Shama Masai, now it's cost $200. So Hegdish has the upper hand. No Sim Masai. My timer. The Nosna Kesef become low. Until you pay the money from Hegdish, Mashiach won't work. But if the opposite works, Marshcho, he did Mashiach on the item when it was worth 200. Lo Yispik Lefados, he didn't give the money at Shama B'mana. He still pays Masai, my taina. Lo Yekar Hedyet Chom Hegdish. A Hedyet completes his kinyan b'Mashiach. So we're not going to make it worse for Hegdish. In that case, we'll say that he acquired it with Mashiach. Now, Hegdish doesn't lose that any money. Now, Adobe Masai, he gave $200. The Hegdish. Below you speak Lamashchat Sha'omad B'mana. And that was worth, when he did the Mashiach, it devalued to 100. Still Noishin Masai. We said, my time is not Kesef become low. Kinyan for Hegdish is with Kesef. But he paid 100. Well, he speak Lamashko, and by the time he did Mashiach, it was worth 200. What he paid, Mashapoda Podu. They nois nelamon. Why Hanami name lo yekar chedet chom Hegdish? Why don't we use the same sfor that we used before? He should pay 200 because he did Mashiach. So, Atu Hedyet Lab Misha Parakoi, there's a klala that somebody who doesn't stay by their word is going to be paid back by Hashem, like the Misha Param Anshe Dor Mabu Medor Afloga, Osidli Param Misha Ina Oime B'Dibura. So he cannot go back on that which he did. Mishnah. Omitzvah Saben Ala Av. Commandments that a father is supposed to do for his son. Anoshim chayavim v'noshim too. Only men are chayav, women are poor. V'chol mitzvah sa'av ala ben, like kibud av. Echad anoshim v'echad noshim chayav. That's on men and women as well. Kol mitzvah says Yishazman grama. Any mitzvah that's tied to time, like shake lulav on the first netzuk is anoshim chayavim v'noshim b'turos. Kol mitzvah says shalaz man grama. Echad anoshim v'echad anoshim chayavim. Kol mitzvah slow saseh. Any lav. Bein shazman grama, bein shalaz man grama. Whether it's tied to time or not. Echad anoshim v'echad anoshim chayavim. Goods. Ibal takiv. Cutting off the pants of your hair, about tashchis, or shaving with a blade your beard, and about titamid lemesim. The kohanim that are supposed to stay away from mesim, it's only male kohanim, not female kohanim. Now, my kol mitzvah ben ala'av. What does that mean? Mitzvahs of the son on the father. I lema kol mitzvahs nachayiv brolam evid la'abba. Are we talking about mitzvahs that a son's supposed to do for his father? How could nashim pturos? Vatanya. By kibud ava ish imo vaviv tirau. Ein lela ish, isha minayin. Kishu omer ish imo vaviv tirau. Harei kan shnayim. It's lashon rabim. Meaning a man and a woman have to do kibud. So what does it mean? Kol mitzvah saben ala'av. Amrav Yudachi Komer. Kol mitzvah saben amutelas ala'av lasos no. Any mitzvah that a father is supposed to do for his son, anoshim chayavin noshim turos. Tanina laha, and we learned the rights of the Ton Rabbana. Av chay bibno lemulo. Father is supposed to circumcise his son. V'liftoso and do pinyin ben. V'lam the Torah, teach him Torah. V'lasio isha, marry him off to a woman. V'lam the umnis, and to teach him a profession. V'yesh oimim af lashita b'may, how to swim. Rav Yehuda Omer, kol she'em lamed is no umnis, but lamed listeners. A father who doesn't teach his son a profession, you're teaching him to be a armed robber. Listus sakadaitach. What does that mean? It's as if. Because if he has no parnasa, he's going to be like, he'll have to resort to armed robbery. Lemulo minayin. Where do we see that a father is chayv to mal his son? T'chsiv. Vayamal Avram es Yitzchak beno. Ve'echad elomiyah avua machayv beidin elamimle. If the father doesn't do it, the responsibility falls on Bezdin. T'chsiv, himo lachem kol zachar. It's a general mitzvah. It's not totally just in the father. Ve'echad elomalu beidin machayv yu lemimol nafshe. And if Bezdin didn't get around to being malam, he has to do it himself when he's an adult. Chsiv, varel zachar shelo yimol tzar l'sov nichbasah. If someone doesn't have a circumcision, he's chayv kores. He minolam d'lama chayva. Where do we see that a woman is potter? Chsiv, vayamal Avram es Yitzchak beno kasher tziva oso Elokim oso v'lo osa. Fine. Ashkechan miyad. That's when the mitzvah was given to Avram. L'doros minol. What about the generations that came after the Chiyuv Milah? Tanavei Rishmuel. Kol mokum shenemar tzav eino ela ziruz.
Miyad u'ledoros.
When he told Avram in a lashon tzav,
Miyad.
he told him to do it right away. And l'doros. It's not just now, but it's permanent.
Miyad. Ledoros menalan.
No. Tzav eino ela ziruz miyad u'ledoros. It was to give a mitzvah both then and forever. Where do we see this? Ziruz d'chsiv v'tzav Yeshua v'chazkel v'amseyu. That at that time Yeshua was given chizuk. Miyad l'doros t'chsiv min hayom asher tziva Hashem v'halo doros echem. From now, forever. Then liftos minol. How do we know that a father has a responsibility to pidyon abed? Chsiv kol b'chor b'necha tivdeh. Ve'echad lo parke avua mechayev iyu lemifreke. If the father didn't redeem, he has to redeem himself. Ichsiv padot tivdeh. V'i minal delo mifkeda. Where do you see that a woman is not commanded? Ichsiv tivdeh tipodeh. Kol shemitzuva liftos es atzmo. Whoever is commanded to redeem himself, mitzuva liftos sacheri. They are commanded to redeem others. Kol she'ena mitzuva liftos es atzmo. A woman is in that category. Ein mitzuva liftos sacheri. Where do we see that a woman has no chiyuv to redeem herself? So when other people are commanded to redeem you, he then has to redeem himself if no one else did it. If nobody else has a chiyuv to be redeem you, he has no chiyuv to do it himself. Where do we see that nobody has a chiyuv to redeem her? It's only your son, not your daughter. Who liftos uvno liftos? A man never had a pidyon abed, and then he had a son born, and he only has 5 shkolim. Who should he redeem, himself or his son? So the Brisa says, "Who caught him lifno?" He should redeem himself. Rabbi Yehuda b'no kodmo, shezeh mitzvah olavi. The child has. There's a mitzvah on a father. The guy who didn't get redeemed, it was his father who didn't do it. Zeh mitzvah no alav. This guy has a mitzvah to perform on his son. On Rav Yirmiyah, hakol moedim, kol hecha deleka lechamesh shloim. He only has 5 sloim. Who caught him livno? He redeems himself before his son. My timer, mitzvah de gufe adife. A mitzvah that infects your body, he has to do before anybody. He the machlokas is he sold off a field that was worth 5 slime to somebody else, and he has 5 slime free and clear. Rabbi Yehuda Savar, milvet nechsiv bator keksuv b'shtar david. The fact that the Torah says that you owe 5 slime to the kohen, it's as if it's written in the shtar. So Bahani Chamish part was right. So the 5 free and clear slime he gives to the kohen to redeem his son. The Ozl kohen, the Terfel Chamish B'Shabbatim will be day. The kohen can go because the obligation to the kohen is written in the Torah. So he can go to take the land that was sold to somebody else with that star. However, Rabbanan Savri, Milvat Chsiv B'Raisa Lav K'Ksuv B'Shtar Damya. Just because it's a chiv in the Torah is not like a ksuba. Hilkach, mitzvah de gufei adif. So he has the 5 slime. It's a mitzvah de guf to redeem himself. He should redeem himself first. Kan Rabban. Liftos says no v'lalos l'rek. He has only enough money either to do pidyon haben for his son or to go up to be Ola Rega. Hodes no v'achakach Ola Rega. Now the Kama says the Kedima is to do pidyon haben first. Rabbi Yehuda Ola Rega. V'achakach poides b'no. Why? Shezu mitzvah veres. If you don't go up Aliyah Ola Rega, you're going to miss the mitzvah. Zu mitzvah she'en veres. This you can do after Yontif. So Bishul Rabbi Yehuda to become a timer. El Rabbanan might tamay. So why the Rabbanan say that first you should be poides your son? The Amar Krokol Chorbanecha Tifte, and then V'Hodar Loira Upanarika. Then the mitzvah of Aliyah Regel comes afterward in the pasuk. He had 5 wives, and he has 5 bechorim. Chayv liftos kula. He doesn't just do pidyon ben to the oldest, to the first. He has a bechor from each lady. Peterechem. Talmud Lama kol bechor banecha tifte. Pshita bepeterechem tal rachman. Why would I think different? If you have 5 before from 5 different women. Who inherits? Reishis Ono, your first Bechor. So I would think Avkan Reishis Ono. Kamash Malan, no, all 5 are Mechuyev and Pidin Apeh. Lalam de Torah. Father has a chiv to teach his son Torah. Minalan dechsiv v'limaritem osam es pneichem. Ve'echad lo agmrei avua mechayev il lemikmer nafshei. If his father didn't teach him, he has to teach himself. Dechsiv u'limaritem. I minalan de lo mechayva. How do you see that a woman is not mechayev? Dechsiv v'limaritem u'limaritem. Kol shemetzuva lilmo. If you have a chiv to study, metzuva lalamed, you have a chiv to teach. Kol sheina metzuva lilmo. If you have no chiv to learn, ein metzuva lalamed. The minala de lo mechzi lemelef nafshei. Where do we see that she has no chiv to learn? D'chsiv v'limaditem u'lamaditem. Kol shacher metzuim lalamdo. When other people have a chiv to teach you, metzuva lalamed esatzma. He has a chiyuv to learn himself. When other people have no chiyuv to teach you, where do we see that other people are not commanded to teach her? He hasn't learned, and his son hasn't learned. He only has enough money. Who koydem livno? He has to learn himself. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, im bnot zorz mamulach, v'talmudim is kain biyadu bno kodmo. If the son is sharp and picks up quickly, and he recalls it, he should teach his son first. Kiyad Rav Yaakov, brother Rav Acha bar Yaakov. Rav Yaakov, the son of Rav Acha. Shadri Avula Kamid Abayu. Rav Yaakov was sent by Rav Acha to Abayu to learn. Abayu saw that the son wasn't chapping. Amarle. So the father heard Abba, I'm better than you. Tuvat, you stay home and run the business. The Ezel, no, I'll go to the yeshiva. Shama Abaye de Kahava Asa. Abaye heard that Rav Acha came. Avahu Mazik be Rabbonim de Abaye. There was a shade, a demon, that lived in the Beis Medrash of Abaye. And they knew Rav Acha bar Yaakov was a big tzaddik. The Chiyavu Island betrayed Afilu b'Yomama the Mitzaki. That even 2 people would go in together, which normally would prevent shadim from damaging people, and they would still damage. So it was a powerful shade. He told the people in the town, don't give Rav Acha lodging. After the Misrachis Nisa, he'll end up having to sleep in the yeshiva, and he'll get rid of the shade. Al Baspa Ube Rabbon. That's what happened. He slept in the yeshiva. Idmile kitarnina the shiva reish v'sar. The demon appeared to him like a snake with 7 heads. Kol kriya dechara nasr chad reisha. Every time he bowed down during tefillah, one of the heads fell off until all 7 heads fell and he died. Armel l'machar ilo israchish nisa, so he was upset. If it wasn't that a nace was performed for me, I would have been damaged. He told the people who didn't invite him. What has priority?
What does it mean he was bowing down? I mean, we don't bow down 7 times during tefillah.
Well, you do Baruch Atah. That's the first. Magen Avram, you bow down. By Moedim, you bow down. By Tov Lahodos, you bow down. During Aleinu, you bow down.
Okay.
That's 5.
You're saying there's 7. But somehow in there,
No,
there's 7.
no, you're right. In his tefillah, there was 7.
Because you're not allowed to bow down at all this stuff.
Well, we don't. Not during Shemona Esrei. During Shemona Esrei, just where we bow down.
Right. And then the only thing you add is the Leino.
Yeah, but remember,
Borchu, maybe Borchu.
in the Navi Shir, we learned that the greater the person, the more he has to be machniah. The Melech was on his knees during the whole tefillah. A Kohen, God allowed to bow down at each bracha. We just learned it in Navi. So maybe because he was Rosh Hashiva, he had to bow down more. Someone's not needed. Lilmod Torah v'lisa isha. He has to study Torah or go marry a woman. Lilmod Torah v'achar isa isha. Should study first. The imefshel isha. You can't live without a wife. Isa isha v'achar lilmod Torah. Arei Ramashma halacha. No say isha v'achar lilmod Torah. You should marry first. He has a grindstone around his neck. How is he going to be able to study Torah? Mopliti Halon, which is Halon, Eretz Yisrael, Balahu, Shmuel was the Bnei Bavel. And Rabbi Yochanan was Bnei Eretz Yisrael. That in Eretz Yisrael, Parnasa was very difficult. So if you marry a woman, you have to have more Parnasa. You won't be able to study Torah. Rav Chizda told Rav Huna that Rav Huna was a big man. So Rav Huna said, when he comes to town, bring him to me. So he wasn't wearing the yarmulke. He wasn't wearing a turban. That the Chachamim would wear this special turban. My time of the priest is Sudra. How come you're not wearing this turban? I'm not married. So Rav Huna got upset with him. He turned his face from him. I'm not going to look at your face until you get married. Why is this? Rav Huna made the Omar. If you didn't get married by the age of 20, you're going to have hero Avera, and he's going to have Avera his whole life. For the first 20 years of his life, waits for a man to get married. His bones should collapse. You don't have to worry about him anymore. I'm a better learner than my friends. In the Sifta B'Shitza, I got married when I was 16. If I would have been married at 14, I would have been even stronger. Okay.
Why don't we say that by the same way that you can be pulled a behema from Hegdish, you have to pay cash, then you can't give an IOU. Why do we say you can be pulled by a pigeon, a ben with a IOU, with a star? It seems to imply that you could be pulled from because like you give him a star.
No. He said that because the Torah says that a person has to give a Kohen 5 slime, it's like an indebtedness. Because it's written in the Torah, it's keksuva b'shtar damya. But we said that's a machlokas. Some say no, just because it's written in the Torah has nothing to do with that. So it has nothing to do with shtar. It has to do with whether or not he could collect the 5 slime from Mishubadim, like you can collect from a shtar. So there's one bandama that says if the Torah requires you to pay something, it's as if it's keksuva b'shtar damya.
But it's still it's not the same as being pulled a behema from Hegdish, right? Would be considered that?
No. Pidyon Ben is giving it to the Kohen for yourself.
So it's not like Hegdish then.
No,
But giving it to the Cohen is not, would be in the same category
no,
as being quoted for Hegdish.
no. When you give it to the Cohen, he gets personal money.
I realize that, but it maybe you can compare it. Since you have to be quoted something, you have to be quoted just like you quoted about something from
Yeah, but
Hegdish.
your son doesn't belong to Hegdish. Your son doesn't have Kedusha's Hegdish. You're not being pointed. You're being
Yeah.
pointed because of the special mitzvah of Pidyon Beh.
Okay, thanks.
Now, tomorrow, we'll learn the daf at 7:30. And then the Tzur at 8 o'clock.